Okay guys, here we are in my fabulous home studio, or my room where I do work and babysit my dog, to talk about our last essay before the final, which is the rhetorical analysis essay. I've used an example for you, President Carter's forward to the Atlantic National Wildlife Refuge. He was trying to propose that we save it, that we don't drill for oil there. This essay is under the Rhetorical Essay Rough Draft tab in Moodle, so you can find it and read it. It's short. These are the requirements. Same old, same old, same old. Rough draft due the 9th of April. Hopefully I'll get it back to you in time for the final due on the 20th. Submit it, as we always do, under Rhetorical Analysis. Please use MLA format and heading and page numbers. You will have a works-cited page, not a works-cited page, but a works-cited page, because you're only citing one source, whatever film essay that you choose to analyze. The essay can be describing an essay or a documentary. It's your choice. I've put some essays in that file, so you can choose one of them. I think a great documentary would be Michael Moore's Bowling for Columbine. That's on Amazon Prime. But anything on Frontline, any documentary will be appropriate. Your essay should include the following aspects. How does the author appeal to pathos, ethos, and logos? You do not have to use those words in your essay, but basically you have to talk about what they mean or how they're used, not what they mean. I don't need a definition. I'm giving you some examples of pathos. Those are the ones we always see on television, billboards, movies. It's something that makes our heart melt or makes us feel sad. Oh, you can see my dog in the background. This is from the SPCA. This one is a picture by Dorothea Lange. It was very famous, taken during the Depression, of a migrant farm worker who, on this day this photo was taken, her husband died, she had 6 children, and I think all the tires in her car were flat, or truck. So I guess if we think we have problems, maybe not so much. The examples of pathos from Carter's essay are in the first paragraph, also the second, third, fourth, and eighth paragraph, where he tries to make us really feel for the situation and the problems in the Arctic Refuge. This is an example of ethos, which is to do with credibility. We know that Colgate is a good toothpaste to use because this dentist in the corner tells us that it is. In paragraph 5, Carter discusses the role past presidents have played in preserving the refuge, and he himself is a former president, so all of this is supposed to add to his credibility. Logos. We typically see logos in statistics. Usually, if you can look at it any logical way, A equals B, B equals C, A equals C. So anytime you see statistics that are going to prove the logic of your argument. Carter in paragraph 7 discusses that even though we might get 1-2% of the oil our country consumes, we can easily get that by just driving better cars. Okay, this is really important. That's why I've labeled it that way. If I don't care what you think about what your opinion is. I don't care if you think we should drill oil in the Arctic Refuge and kill every animal on the place. I don't care. I just want to know what you think of the person's argument and how is it strong? Is it weak? And this is really important because you need to figure out how it can be stronger. And we might argue, looking at the Carter essay, that he could be stronger if he had more logos. He appealed mostly to pathos. Maybe he needed to include logos and more ethos and how he might do that. This is a skeletal example of a rhetorical essay. By that I mean skeletal. This is just basically me throwing something together. Yours has got to be longer and double spaced. Please double space. I didn't have room to do that here, but that's super annoying when you guys don't do that. And basically, I've tried to set up introductory paragraph. Why is he making this argument? The next paragraph would be how he appealed to pathos. The next paragraph is how he appealed to ethos. The last paragraph is how he appealed to logos. And then in the final paragraph, that it's a strong, did he make a strong argument? And how could that argument have been stronger? Okay, this is it. So any questions you guys have, of course, don't hesitate to ask. Any suggestions you have of things you might be interested in. Like I said, Frontline always has a lot of documentaries. YouTube has a lot of documentaries. Find one and write about it. Good luck.